So, as Attorney General Jeff Sessions preps for this testimony tomorrow, Special Counsel Robert Mueller is putting together his investigative team for the probe into Russia's 2016 interference, as it has been called, including these two gentlemen, Michael Dreeben and Andrew Weissman, who you see here. Prominent legal voices are blasting these two additions to the Mueller team. Constitutional scholar Jonathan Turley warning that one Mueller lieutenant has pushed before and been struck down for obstruction charges. Newt Gingrich also raising the alarm on this, calling this investigation, in his mind, a big witch hunt and a setup. Watch him.
Comey said, I deliberately leaked through an intermediary to create this counsel, who happens to be one of his closest friends. Then look at who Mueller's starting to hire. I mean, these are people that, frankly, look to me like they're setting up to go after Trump, including people, by the way, who have been reprimanded for hiding from the defense information in two major cases. I think this is going to be a witch hunt.
So joining me now, Republican Congressman Sean Duffy and former chief economist to President Obama, Professor Austin Goolsbee. Good to have both of you with us tonight. You know, Newt Gingrich, prior to this, said some very positive things, actually, about the selection of Robert Mueller. But now he has changed his mind. Why, Sean Duffy?
Well, I think there's reason for concern. Number one, you have a relationship between Mueller and Comey. They're best friends, and Comey might be a star witness, number one. But you're hiring a litigation team, a bunch of prosecutors who have given thousands of dollars to Democrat candidates. If you're going to do an investigation, let's hire investigators to see what impact Russia had on the last election. This seems more like an effort to prosecute Donald Trump than it is to investigate. And my concern, Martha, is what the hell are we investigating? You've had Comey and Director Clapper, both with knowledge, come out and say there's no evidence of collusion between Donald Trump and the Russians. Why are we going through an investigation? Why are we going through this charade of an investigation when there's no evidence that Donald Trump had anything to do with the Russians? This is the Democrats' effort to undermine the election results of last November 8th and get their net end result, which is Donald Trump out of the White House.
All right. I want to put up a quote from Jonathan Turley's piece and get your thoughts on this, Austin. He's talking about Michael Dreeben. He says he argued in an unsuccessful appeal a sweeping interpretation of obstruction of justice. An interpretation that I criticize, says Turley, as wildly overbroad. The interpretation resulted in a unanimous rejection of the Supreme Court. Dreeben's addition should be a big concern. No, he didn't say big. Should be a concern to the Trump defense team.